field to Tiger Kelly, Blue Replica, and Coringa Sam was last.
Right, I will check those. 5-4-1, thanks, Pete. Newcastle at Wentworth Park, race 5. The winner, Silver Brute. Right, now let's have a look at...
Now we're just about set to go. In the straight, they're ready, racing. Now away pretty well, Poshak in the centre. Empire Ginger began okay on the inside. Another Bart goes forward to the turn. Poshak's going to go to the lead. Now he looks around on Poshak. Another Bart moves up on the outside. Lord Greystoke is quickly around the field from the second row. Empire Ginger the inside as another Bart now goes to the front. Stylish Adios will land with the 1-1. Hungerbuster on the inside. Murph's Mark came away well from its awkward barrier. It's got 3 behind it. They are Applegraft. Zululu working one off but second last. And Victory's Phil back to the tail. Down the back they race, and another Bart has taken over and leads 4 or 5 metres. In second placing on the outside, Lord Greystoke. In behind the leader now, Poshak. Stylish Adios, 1 out and 1 back. Then Empire Ginger on the inside, 3 metres away to Merv's Mark. Not a lot of speed on now mid-race. The inside Hungerbuster, 2 metres Applegraft. Zululu takes off and is around them 3 deep. Victory's Phil at the tail. They swing onto the home bend. They've still got 2 1/4 to run. Merv's Mark came in front of Zululu and he goes back on Zululu as they swing. Another Bart the leader. Lord Greystoke the centre, and Merv's Mark quickly around them is about to move up and join the leader. Poshak on the inside. Lord Greystoke's now got the 1-1 and on its back Stylish Adios. Empire Ginger the rails. Then 4 metres to Applegraft. Hungerbuster the inside. Second last Zululu. The lead time 1:21. Not that quick for this class. And now he takes off on Zululu. Victory's Phil at the tail. Heading to the back. Lord Greystoke goes in front of Zululu. The leader here is another Bard. 4 metres, Lord Greystoke runs to second. Poshak the inside. Murph's Mark now has a trail. Zululu out 3 wide as Lord Greystoke joins the leader. 6 metres, Empire Ginger. Stylish Adios biding his time. Then 6 metres, Hungerbuster. Applegraft on the outside, and 6 metres away last of all, Victory's Phil. Zululu goes on with the job now off the back straight. Got a couple clear, but another Bart kicks up and holds him out. Zululu sits up. Lord Greystoke again has the 1-1. Poshak the inside. 30.9 the first quarter. Now as soon as they steady, Stylish Adios comes 3 deep. Murph's Mark getting shuffled back. Empire Ginger the inside. Applegraft has a cart home on the back of Stylish Adios. Then Hungerbuster and Victory's Phil at the tail. To the judge they race a lap out. Another Bart again joined and headed by Zululu. Out 3 deep, Stylish Adios. Now there's another one getting shoved 4 wide. Applegraft pushed off the track by Murph's Mark. Lord Greystoke in the centre. Poshak on the inside. Further back, Hungerbuster, Empire Ginger nowhere to go, and then Victory's Phil. Second quarter, 31.7 as they go past the 600. Another Bart and Zululu together. Out 3 deep, Stylish Adios. In between horses, Lord Greystoke. On the back there of Stylish Adios is Murph's Mark. 4 deep, Applegraft. Poshak nowhere to go, and then Hungerbuster. Victory's Phil and Empire Ginger. Zululu went to the front. He's a metre in front. Stylish Adios throws down the gauntlet. There's 6 metres in front of Murph's Mark running on. Lord Greystoke still there, and then Hungerbuster, Applegraft on the turn. Zululu fighting on. Stylish Adios on the outside. Down the outer comes Murph's Mark. Lord Greystoke in the centre. Zulu hanging on. Stylish Adios trying hard. Lord Greystoke last. Zululu just in front, and he'll get there tonight. Zululu has run ahead. Lord Greystoke second, third close up Stylish Adios, and right there with the Murph's Mark for 4th. Then Poshak, further back Hungerbuster. Next along in the field then is Applegraft. Further back in the pack then we had Empire Ginger, Victory's Phil, and another Bard knocked up to be last in.
Across the line, winner 9 there's...
Okay, well, number 9, the winner, Zululu. Checking 11, Lord Greystoke, and 2, Stylish Adios was third. 9, 11 and 2 on race number 4 from Globe Derby. Now, Moonee Valley, let's have
the racing, and a good line out. Star Cash left well with Happy Volvo, and also out wide was Zara of Bale. They vie for early supremacy. 2 further back, Muslin Maid, followed by Tom Piper, Sonic Blade from Amerigo Maker, and back one of the last ones, Penny League's In Bother. Down the back straight, and Star Cash in front by 2. Happy Volvo second. Third was Muslin Maid, followed by Zara Bale. 3 further back, Sonic Blade from Tom Piper, Penny League, and 8 lengths away last of all, Amerigo Maker. One gonna miss, it's Tom Piper in the home turn. Star Cash a length 10th in front. Happy Volvo finishing on, also Marsden Made, but it's All Star Cash. Star Clash first, second Marsden Made, third Happy Volvo, followed by Penny League, Sonic Blade, Zara Bale, back at the rear Amerigo Maker, and failing to finish was Tom Piper.
Now some dividends at Wentworth Park, race number 5, and we'll check those out for you.
I'm the licensee of the new Mark Hotel, Port Adelaide. Got great can lunches, best in the port, I reckon. Cold beer, betting facilities on the TAB. My name's a Strangler. Come in and have one with me.
Good start too. Blue Sage again shows no early speed. She dropped out to a conspicuous last, whereas away quickly Bottler from 1 leads early from on the outside Riviera Bridget. Easing in behind them now, fourth with cover Double Whiskey. The leader's back as Sharp Red. Jiqua's out 3 wide early, followed by Relax Me Baby. Reformist is second last, and Blue Sage about 15 metres away. Out of the straight they race towards the 1650. In front Bottler by 4 metres to Sharp Red, the fence. The outsiders Riviera Bridget. Jiqua out 3 wide, goes on with the job, followed by Double Whiskey in the centre. Then Relax Me Baby on the rail. Reformist is 8 metres away, and almost 20 metres away is Blue Sage. At the lap and a half mark and working around them, Jiqua overtime early, having no luck in the first half of the race. He gets into second placing. He's about to sit up outside the leader, which is Bottler, approaching the turn. Third, Sharp Red with a nice sit. Fourth on the outside, Riviera Bridget. Then Double Whiskey on the outside, 3 back of Relax Me Baby. Reformist having a nice run, second last, and only 8 metres away tacking up is Blue Sage. 20 metres had covered the field, travelling down the straight at the 1,000. The leader, Bottler, by 3 metres. Jiqua works up to the leader's wheel. A metre back, third is Sharp Red. Fourth on the outside, Riviera Bridget. Fifth on the rail, Relax Me Baby. 3 metres away, Double Whiskey. He's had a handy run. Reformist is second last. He hasn't spent a penny, and trailing him in turn is Blue Sage, about to pull to the outside. Out of the straight they race inside the 800, and Blue Sage from last does pull to the outside. Towards the back at the 650. In front, Bottler by 2.5 metres. Jiqua's had no luck from the outset. Sharp Red's had the best run in the race. Riviera Bridget fourth on the outside. Blue Sage out 3 wide. In the centre, Double Whiskey. Relax Me Baby comes off the rail, and 5 metres away Reformist, switching between runners towards the 450. They are tightly packed as Bottler by 1.5 metres to Jiqua. Riviera Bridget now pulls to the outside, 3 wide, so Blue Sage is out 4 wide. Then Relax Me Baby. Sharp Red needs a run, followed by Double Whiskey, and 1 off the rail. Reformist cannot get a run. On the home turn at the 200, still in front, Bottler by 3 metres to Jiqua. Sharp Red needs a run. Blue Sage is now joining in, followed by Reformist, badly held up at the 120. Bottler in front, but Blue Sage pounced on it quickly. Blue Sage raced up on the outside. She grabbed the lead, and she is home. Gee, she's good. Blue Sage racing away, wins by 5 metres. Second, Relax Me Baby. A wall of them there for third, maybe Bottler. A nose to Sharp Red, Jiqua, and Reformist who flew. Close up on the race also was Riviera Bridget, and last in was Double Whiskey.
Well, it was a good win from Blue Sage there, 10-3 and possibly 1, I would suggest. 10-3 and 1, but it's very close for
Cup favourite is the yellow Equability, the white Silver Rocket. Racing, Silver Rocket came out well. On the outside, Tom's Choice away nicely. Equability's caught up in the fray. Settles fourth though. Silver Rocket goes to the lead, settling. Going to second, 2 Moons out of the straight. Barley Charlie moves up third. Then Ebony Sands followed by Equability in the centre. A length Sir Walter, Tom's Choice. And up ahead of it there was Emma Fox. Out of the straight, Silver Rocket strides away. Leads 2 lengths, 2 Moons. Along the fence, Barley Charlie. Equability starts a run wide out from Sir Walter. A break then to Ebony Sands, and further back Tom's Choice and Emma Fox. Silver Rocket led. Equability quickly got to second and goes to Silver Rocket. 2 lengths Barley Charlie. Equability and Silver Rocket together. Equability got to the lead. Barley Charlie late. Equability too good, and Equability comes away. Equability tight for second. Barley Charlie or Silver Rocket. Behind them on the inside was 2 Moons, Tom's Choice, Sir Walter, Ebony Sands and Emma Fox.
5-8-3 there on race number 6 at Wendy Park.
Racing, so will he, made up a ton of ground. Still missed it by about 4 lengths. Major Tie began smartly and Barefaced was quickly away. Mr. White began quickly and Tallerwood Princess out deep is going hard into that first corner. Victor's Pride is also very deep going around the first bend. Heaps of pace on. Followed on the inside by Major Tie, going between runners Naturally Cheeky. A length further back Bavarian King. Followed by Rainer Bray. A fair way back to So Will He. And Kringle Boy settles at the tail of the field. Down the back past the mile peg. They're still flying along. Mr. White just in front. Victor's Pride moves up second. 1 length further back to Barefaced. Tallerwood Princess lands in the 1 by 1. A length Naturally Cheeky right behind it. Then Bavarian King in the running line on the outside of Major Tie. A length further back to So Will He. And then came well back towards the tail of the field. There on the inside is Kringle Boy. And Rainer Bray is on its outside. Leaving the back now, heading up towards the home corner, 1,300 metres left to go, and Victor's Pride is the leader. Shows out to Tallerwood Princess, moving up on the outside, Mr. White in 3rd spot. 1 length further back to Naturally Cheeky, who now gets the 1 by 1 as Tallerwood Princess is posted without cover for the first time. Barefaced over on the rail. 1 length further back, Bavarian King. Up ground on the outside, Major Tyres on the fence. Further back, Rainer Bray on the outside of So Will He, and Kringle Boy brings up the rear. Going by the judge, 1 circuit left to travel, and Victor's Pride, the leader, had to do plenty of work to get there, but it leads from Tallerwood Princess, and then came Mr. White on the fence, a length Naturally Cheeky, enjoying a nice run. Barefaced on its inside, Bavarian King waiting to go. A length further back on the inside, Major Tyres pulling double, followed by Rainer Bray, So Will He, and Kringle Boy. In the final circuit now, 800 metres left to travel. Victor's Pride by a half. Tallerwood Princess putting pressure to the leader. 1 to Mr. White, Naturally Cheeky, and then came Barefaced on the inside. Bavarian King, he's just sitting pretty at the moment on the outside, about to start a run. Followed by Kringle Boy, sweeping around the outside of them, 3 and 4 wide. Followed by So Will He in a packing field. Rainer Bray and Major Tie had to be eased right back to the tail to try and get a run. Inside the 400, Tallerwood Princess goes after Victor's Pride. Here's Naturally Cheeky peeling out 3 wide with a strong run. Mr. White coming into it strongly now is Bavarian King on the outside, and pull to the extreme outside, Major Tie. In the straight, Tallerwood Princess, Victor's Pride, Naturally Cheeky. Bavarian King on the outside with a big run. Naturally Cheeky hit the lead. Bavarian King is trying to pick it up. Naturally Cheeky's just in front. Bavarian King lunged, missed. Naturally Cheeky beat Bavarian King. 3rd was Mr. White, followed by Barefaced. Out deep was Major Tie, and then Tallerwood Princess, followed by Victor's Pride, So Will He, and Kringle Boy was last in.
4, 5, 6.
Gale is the favourite. Chippendale, number 2, the Queensland TAB favourite, and they're just about ready to run. Lights on, racing. Chippendale began well. Count for Tess out wide, fast away, and they'll battle it out for the lead into the first turn. Count for Tess has too much toe for Chippendale, and he's in front on the first corner. Chippendale will settle second. A length away, Blazing Pancho, Young Stamp on the rail, and then Allegro Queen on the outside of Macon Time. On a mate 3 deep, a break of 2.5 to Lord Carrington on the outside of the King Hit. Dominance 3rd last, Wattawally 2nd last, and Nickaren had dropped back to the rear. Count for Tess with a big break at the mile marker, leading by 4 lengths to Chippendale, and 2 to 1 a mate trapped in the breeze. Young Stamp 4th on the rail, and then 1 to Blazing Pancho on the outside of Macon Time. Another length to Allegro Queen around the King Hit. Lord Carrington 1 deep on the outside of Wattawally. Dominance is 2nd last, and Nickaren's 2 away at the tail of the field. Lead time 35.3, and Count for Tess led by 2.5 to Chippendale was short of 1,300 to run. On a mate 3rd on the outside of Young Stamp, Blazing Pancho 1 back in the moving lane around Macon Time. A length to Allegro Queen, 1 to the King Hit on the rail, and then Lord Carrington and Wattawally. Dominant 2nd last, and still Nickaren's tail end Charlie as they work to the judge in the bell. 32.1 for the first quarter of the mile. Count for Tess travelling boldly, leads by 2 lengths to Chippendale, and 2 to 1 a mate on the outside of Young Stamp. A length and a half to Blazing Pancho around Macon Time, who's pinned on the fence. 1 to Allegro Queen on the outside of the King Hit, then Lord Carrington and Wattawally. A length and a half to Dominance, and Nickaren last in the best part of a dozen lengths from the leader. Count for Tess takes them to the back, 31.9, the second split of the mile, and past the tea trees it's Count for Tess, 2 to Chippendale. 2 lengths to Young Stamp on the inside of On a Mate, then Blazing Pancho around Macon Time, followed by Allegro Grove Queen, the King hit on the fence, then Lord Carrington, Nickerin 3 deep, Walla Wally second last, and Dominance a length away at the tail. Count for Tess in front at the quarter pole. Chippendale has sat on him, now she peels and goes after the leader. 3 lengths to Honor Maiden, Young Stamp, then Allegro Queen and Blazing Pancho, but Chippendale went whoosh. And at the top of the lane, Chippendale raced past Count for Tess. Young Stamp ran to third and then on a mate, but it's all over. Get the winners check out, write down the name Chippendale because she is blitzing them in the run to the judge. Young Stamp gets to second, but it's all Chippendale. Chippendale first, Young Stamp second, third, I think making time from Honor Mate and Count for Tess. Then Lord Carrington, Nickerin, Allegro Queen, Dominance, Blazing Pancho, the King hit, and What a Wally was last of all.
Wentworth Park dividends, thanks Terry.
Racing, and winning the start was Blue Velvet Band with Travelling Rebel, and here they come on the outside, Magic Sky, Joanne's Bid, and also TP Princess. A charge out of the straight. TP Princess and Joanne's Bid go together. 2 lengths third was Travelling Rebel, 3 further back Commander Bale, followed by Raging Candy, Megan's Mate. Second last was Magic Sky, and checked out the back was Blue Velvet Band. At the top turn, Joanne's Bid has booted right away. It's opened them up and leads by 5 into the straight. Second TP Princess, third Commander Bale, but it's all nicely cleared. Joanne's Bid. Joanne's Bid wins by 7 or 8. On second was TP Princess, third Commander Bale, followed by Raging Candy, Magic Sky from Megan's Mate, Travelling Rebel, and Blue Velvet Band back at the tail.
Okay, 7, 8 and 3 there. Race 8 at Penrith, 7, 8 and 3.
No. And it is a start. Expressionist began well. Another Zap beaten from the inside. Showing speed from out wide, New Murdoch and Baker Street coming with it. Now Expressionist has the rails. New Murdoch and Baker Street going together, but Expressionist will drive up. Tronan's 4 wide into the first turn. Then Dandaloo Julie grabbing a trail. Another Zap drives up behind the leader. Wellback settling down the cruise control. Dial-a-Buck back second last. And Winged Foot was at the tail. Still Tronan out 3 deep as they come into the straight. Expressionist the leader. Around the outside, Tronan. It's eventually going to work around Baker Street. Another Zap behind the leader. New Murdoch's now 1 out and 2 back. Dandaloo Julie's dropped to the inside next. Then 4 metres away, the cruise control. The inside Winged Foot, and now Dial-a-Buck at the tail. Racing towards the back. Lead time pretty good, especially running into the breeze. 45.9. Expressionist 4 metres to another Zap. Here's the cruise control now whipping around the field. Tronan's worked overtime in the first lap. 3 deep, the cruise control about to run up with Tronan and go past that horse. Dandaloo Julie the inside, then Baker Street 4 metres to New Murdoch, back along the inside, then Winged Foot and Dial-a-Buck biding its time at the tail. They leave the back straight now. They've got a lap and a half to run. Expressionist is the leader. They've run along at a pretty good clip in this. It's 4 metres in front, in second placing the cruise control. Another Zap's had a great run back in behind them, but it's now in the pocket. First quarter run in 31 flat. Tronan now with the trail, then Dandaloo Julie the inside. Baker Street next on the outer, back behind them Winged Foot. 4 metres New Murdoch, 4 metres Dial-a-Buck at the tail. Down the straight they race, getting the siren, and Expressionist the leader. She's on a loose rein. 3 metres in front, the cruise control on the outside. In behind them, another Zap's had a great run and travels well. Tronan tapped up, then Dandaloo Julie. Here's Baker Street taking off 3 deep. Winged Foot the rails. New Murdoch in the centre, and now coming deep Dial-a-Buck. Heading towards the back straight. They're in the second quarter in 32.4. Expressionist the pilot by 2 metres. The cruise control second. Tronan's under pressure. Another Zap can't get out. Then 3 deep Baker Street. On the inside, Dandaloo Julie's got nowhere to go. Dial-a-Buck on the back of Baker Street. New Murdoch in the centre. And then Winged Foot coming off the back of the 400. Expressionist just the leader from the cruise control. Here comes Dial-a-Buck now with a big sprint around the outside. Tronan in the centre. Another Zap can't get out. Further back, Dandaloo Julie's got nowhere to go, and then New Murdoch on the turn. The cruise control went to the lead from Expressionist. Dial-a-Buck on the outside, trying hard. 31.2 was the third quarter. Then Tronan, and now down the outside, New Murdoch. Dial-a-Buck goes to the cruise control. Another Zap gets the split she was looking for. Dial-a-Buck in front. Another Zap got the luck and got the win. Another Zap won a neck. Dial-a-Buck second. Third, the cruise control. I think Dandaloo Julie got through late from New Murdoch. They are followed then by out wider on the track was Winged Foot. Expressionist tired. Well back Tronan and Baker Street.
Right, 1, 8 in the photo.
Is the favourite for the second heat ready? Racing, Interest Only's come out fairly well. Off to the inside, Big Bad Wesley on the rails. Kid Bristol showing speed. Kid Bristol led, settling down. Going to second, Big Bad Wesley. The outside, Interest Only, and 2 to Aratula. Out by 3, Savage Lady, Tivoli Image, and Black Calga last of all. Out of the straight now. And it's Kid Bristol, the front runner. Interest Only matches strides, and they go together. On the hammer, getting the rails run was Aratula now to take the lead. Big Bad Wesley, followed by Savage Lady, Black Calga, and back to last was Tivoli Image. Aratula the leader. Interest Only still coming. Aratula leads. Interest Only quickly gathers it in, and then 2 lengths to Kid Bristol. Interest Only goes to the lead from Aratula and is coming away. A big win. Interest Only off the track all the way, wins brilliantly. Second, Aratula. Kid Bristol third. Behind them was Black Calga, followed by Big Bad Wesley. Next to last, Savage Lady, and Tivoli Image was last.
Okay, 8-5 and 1 there. In Sydney, 8-5 and 1 on race number 7. Superfecta.
Set. Racing. Island Breeze and Butler's Nightmare showing early toe. Meadow Style can't go early. The Proclaimer leads early. Butler's Nightmare tackles it. Chokin dropped out the last. Johnny Scooter gets to 5th in the centre. Island Breeze 3 wide. Meadow Style a rail as the Proclaimer leads. 6 metres away, Earl of Sheffield. He's pulling out 3 wide early. A break of 12 metres to Seafield Cody. Mark Apollo is out 3 wide. Back on the fence is Nicholas Branagh. Second last is Chokin. And Bonamax restrained. He dropped out the last. Down the straight they race towards the 1850. In front is the Proclaimer by a metre. Earl of Sheffield races 3 wide. He's about to head off the Proclaimer. 2 circuits out he does. 5 metres away, third is Island Breeze. Fourth on the rail, Meadow Style. Butler's Nightmare, he has the 1 by 1. Mark Apollo, he can't get in. He's racing 3 wide. Nicholas Branagh in the centre. Johnny Scooter, he races 4 back on the rail. 4 metres away, Seafield Cody. The outside, Nicholas Branagh. Chokin second last and 8 metres away, Bonamax. Earl of Sheffield inside the 1600. He's 12 metres in front of the Proclaimer. Still off the track as Mark Apollo. He gets in a little bit closer. He now sits up without cover third. On his back is Island Breeze. Meadow Style a rail, followed by Butler's Nightmare. He's 3 back on the outside of Johnny Scooter, who races 4 back on the rail. 4 metres away, Seafield Cody. The outside is Nicholas Branagh. Chokin 6 metres away. Down the side of the lap and a quarter, he's 25 metres off the lead. And 6 metres away, Bonamax. Before the turn for the bell in the Victoria Harness Racing Club Cup. And the leader, Earl of Sheffield, has gone very quickly. Can he keep on going? He's 6 metres in front of the Proclaimer. A neck away on the outside is Mark Apollo. He's worked on the run. Island Breeze tapped up on the outside of Meadow Style. Then Johnny Scooter the rail. 3 metres to Butler's Nightmare. 4 metres away, Nicholas Branagh. On the rail is Seafield Cody. Chokin from second last. He's set alight now 3 wide out of the straight at the 800. And Bonamax is trailing him last. Butler's Nightmare, he came out 3 wide. He contacted Chokin. He's found himself 4 wide for a stride. Chokin out of the straight. Down the back towards the 650 they race. In front, Earl of Sheffield by 5 metres to Mark Apollo. The Proclaimer on the leader's back. Pulling out now is Meadow Style with Butler's Nightmare. And here comes Chokin. He's out 5 wide. He's sprinting. Bonamax is right off the track. Then Johnny Scooter. Nicholas Branagh needs a run, followed by Seafield Cody. And Island Breeze is dropping out of it around the turn. 250 metres out, and Chokin. He's given full bore. He raced up on the outside and put pay to Earl of Sheffield quickly. He raced to the lead. Chokin at the 180. He's 4 metres in front of Earl of Sheffield. 20 metres away, the Proclaimer. Nicholas Branagh pulls to the outside. He's running home, but have a look at him go, Chokin. This is the real Chokin. He's racing away from Earl of Sheffield. Nicholas Branagh is getting into third placing, then Bonamax, but Chokin brilliantly wins the Victorian Harness Racing Club Cup. It's Chokin. Chokin wins by 8 metres to Earl of Sheffield. Third, Nicholas Branagh. Bonamax fourth. Johnny Scooter made ground. Close up, Seafield Cody. Then the Proclaimer. Well back, Butler's Nightmare. Mark Apollo. Second last, Meadow Style. And tailed off was Island Breeze.
Right, 11-10.
The lineup, there's the green light. Bunny up to the boxes. Now 3:30. Now 3:10 for number 8, Takeover Osty. They're ready. Set and racing. Takeover Osty began well on the outside. Likewise was Jeff's Rain, and hunting up as Pide's Revenge in the middle. By virtue of the inside, Jeff's Rain takes the front race 2 lengths clear. Over second, Piper's Revenge. Third was Takeover Osty, followed back on the fence by Pied County. 3 lengths to Whirlpool. To the outside was Kate's Treasure, followed by Reminiscence, and last of all was Versatile Kid. Down the back, it's all Jeff's Rain, out by a minute. It leads by 12 on second, Pied County. 3 lengths away, third, Piper's Revenge, followed by Kate's Treasure, Whirlpool, and also also Take Over Rusty, but around the home turn, it's Jeff's Rain still 5 in front. Pied County taking ground of it, but the post too close. Jeff's Rain wins by 3 on second, Pied County. Third was Kate's Treasure, followed by Whirlpool, Piper's Revenge from Versatile Kid, and back at the...
Okay, racing at Newcastle, 1, 6 and possibly 7 there. Penrith, here's Newcastle.
Around the first corner, a gap in the field to Fancy a bit. Over on the inside is Anzambro, followed by Hidden Gold a long way back. Cloudy Century and Lauren Butler well back, and Brother Judge is right out of business. Coming around the home corner the first time, heading up for the bell. Tempest Franco is the leader. Shows out by a couple of lengths. Stormy Rover moving up on the outside of Froth and Bubbles. A length and a half further back, Sir Christopher. Followed then by Fancy a bit as they come down for the bell. Anzambro behind it. Then a length and a half to Hidden Gold as they go by the Judge. A length and a half to Lauren Butler, who's made up good ground. Followed by Cloudy Century, and forget about Brother Judge. Heading to the turn out of the straight now. Tempest Franco is setting a solid speed. Lead time is 58.9. Rolling along by a length and a half, Froth and Bubbles and Stormy Rover together. Then came Sir Christopher moving up on the outside, followed by Anzambro. 1 length to Fancy a bit, who looks to be travelling pretty well. A length further back, Hidden Gold over on the inside of Lauren Butler, and then Cloudy Century. And forget Brother Judge heading onto the top corner. Tempest Franco set a sizzling pace and leads by a length. Stormy Rover, Froth and Bubbles hard up on the leaders, back looking for a way out. Sir Christopher peels to the outside to start a run. Out deep as Fancy a bit, caught 4 and 5 wide off the back. Followed further back by Anzambro, looking for a way clear. They're sweeping up towards the bend. 300 metres left to go, and Tempest Franco is the leader. Flat Chat now as they straighten up. Leads by a length on the outside, coming home pretty well as Sir Christopher. Down the outside, here's Fancy a bit with a strong run. Tempest Franco fought back. Tempest Franco's just the leader, trying to switch between them. Fancy a bit, and Hidden Gold is coming from the clouds with a great run. They hit it, Sir Christopher. Sir Christopher beat the fast-finishing Hidden Gold. Third, Tempest Franco, followed out deep on the track by Fancy a bit, and then Anzambro. There's a few hard luck stories in that, and then further back to Lauren Butler, Stormy Rover, Froth and Bubbles, Cloudy Century, and Brother Judge was last.
Right, let's have a look at the Brisbane updated market for you on race number 6. It's number 1.
All set. Lights on. Racing. Joyce Romeo, Belle de Savoie both came out fairly. Herbie Belmont began well, entered the Rainbow fast away. Entered the Rainbow's gone looking for the lead at the end of the first 150 metres and charges onto the rail. Herbie Belmont's left deep, Joyce Romeo on the rail and Major Hamilton between them. Then Arden de Jour on the inside of Belle de Savoie, followed by Parkland's Tempo. A length away, Fair Dinkum around Winner Chip from No Sir Chancy Scott, and Herbie Belmont, after being trapped wide, is now restrained to the tail of the field. End of the Rainbow, the leader down the back at the 1600 metres mark. Leads by 2 to Joyce Romeo and 2 to Arden de Jour on the inside of Major Hamilton. A length and a half to Belle de Savoie around Winner Chip. A length and a half to Parkland's Tempo. No Stir sneaks up on the rail inside of Fair Dinkum. Chancy Scott second last, and Herbie Belmont, the TAB favourites, back at the tail of the field. Lead time 36.1, and End of the Rainbow takes them past the 1300 metres peg. Leads by 2 lengths to Joyce Romeo and 2 to Major Hamilton facing the breeze. Arden de Jour pegged up on the fence. Belle de Savoie one back in the running lane. Winner Chip midfield on the rail on the inside of Parkland's Tempo. Then No Sir and Fair Dinkum over Chancy Scott, and still Herbie's last. Herbie Belmont at the tail as they work past the Judge and the Bell. 32, first split of the mile. Entered the Rainbow on top, has been there for a long way and led by more than a length over Joyce Romeo. Major Hamilton third. Arden de Jour fourth on the inside of Belle de Savoie. Winner Chips awkwardly placed on the rail. Parkland's Tempo on the hammer of Belle de Savoie. No Sir on the fence. Then Fair Dinkum, Chancy Scott, and still Herbie Belmont's last. 31.3 second cut. And Into the Rainbow 2 in front at the 700. Joyce Romeo's got room to come off the rail. Major Hamilton 3/4 of a length away. 1 to Arden de Jour, 1 to Belle de Savoie. Winner Chip on the fence. Parkland's Tempo 3 deep. Belle de Savoie going in front of him. Then Fair Dinkum, No Sir were Chancy Scott and Herbie Belmont. Entered the Rainbows under the bat at the 400. Joy's Romeo came away from the rail and Beldisawar made a line of 3. They're 2 in front of Ardent de Jour and then Parkland's Tempo. Joy's Romeo got to the lead at the top of the lane. Beldisawar trying to go with Joy's Romeo. Ardent de Jour looks for an opening. Parkland's Tempo on the outside. Joy's Romeo in front with 100 left to go. Postlethwaite throwing everything at it. Parkland's Tempo after Joy's Romeo. Ardent de Jour burst up on the fence. Parkland's Tempo. Parkland's Tempo wins the money from Ardent de Jour. Third probably Joy's Romeo from Beldisawar and Fair Dinkum. Then No Sir, followed by Major Hamilton. Then Winner Chip. Herbie Belmont didn't get into it after being trapped in the boondocks on that first turn. Entered the Rainbow second last, and Chancy Scott